Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are watching this in the world today. I'm Al Vanderbeek.
And I'm Paul Anderson, and we are live in New York City. We're at the YouTube space here. Gonna put on a live concert for you tonight. Hope you enjoy it.
It's amazing. What better place to be in December than in New York City? I mean, you go outside, the lights, the people, the hustle and bustle, it's electric. It is so much fun. And this is the first time that we've gone live on our YouTube channel to put together an entire evening of entertainment. And I have to say, I think we've got some amazing entertainment coming your way. We have some of our most special, I'm gonna call them our friends. They're not just guests. They're our friends, and they've picked some amazing musical numbers to share with everyone, and I'm just really excited for tonight.
Yeah. What we're here is for the Light the World campaign. And basically what it is, it's where it's a worldwide event to where we can share the light of Jesus Christ by serving and helping others. And so what we're asking you to do at this time is we want you to be posting online pictures, video of things that what you're doing to help light the world. And then make sure to use the hashtag Light the World. And then we're going to be going through some of your posts live and showing everybody. So get going on that.
That's right. And also let us know in the comments below where in the world you're watching from today. We'd love to see what countries are being represented tonight during this musical evening together. So to get started, we have a pretty awesome number. We have some amazing friends of ours, David Archuleta and Peter Hollins. When we did this YouTube video, it was a world record, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the world's largest nativity scene. We had like over 1,000 angels in one scene. And I think most of you have probably seen this. If not, you're going to see it live tonight.
Yes, and we're going to be joined, of course, by the world-renowned Mormon Tabernacle Choir via technology. So we're going to throw it on over to, of course, John and Steve of the Piano Guys, and David Archuleta and Peter Hollins for Angels from the Realms of Glory.
From the realms of glory, wing your flight o'er all the earth. Ye who sang creation's story, now proclaim Messiah's birth. Glory
Well,
Thank you.
good night, everyone. I mean, that was just, how do you top that? I mean, that's just the beginning of the show. Great job, Peter. Great job, David. It's so wonderful to have you guys here tonight.
We're happy to be here.
Tell us how you guys felt in the creation of this Guinness World Record of this nativity. How was it?
Honestly, this is what I imagine when I sing Christmas songs. This was the most special occasion I've had as a family member. Like my little baby son played the Jesus, played the part of Jesus. It's an amazing experience, and I'm really excited I could come back here and sing this with you guys.
That's awesome. Well, you know, we're getting lots of questions that are coming in from online, and David, this one's for you.
Okay.
All right. These are some really deep questions too. So these are awesome. So, what is the most meaningful act of service someone has done for you?
Wow. You know, thinking about it, I think it would be times when people, whether they were dear friends or even strangers, just would take me in and treat me like family and just give me love. So there are times where I was feeling really down, and they just really boosted my life and the light and energy that I needed. And it's interesting how, whether it was just offering me a meal, inviting me over to watch a movie with them, or just to be a part of their family for the night, it really has changed my life, those moments.
That's awesome. Well, that is great. And let's hear it one more time for Peter and David. Well, we're going to now throw it back on over to Paul. What do we got going on next, brother?
All right. Well, we've got some comments and posts coming in. So I thought I would go through a couple of them here. And if I can see it. Okay. Now, we've got usernames here. So some of these might sound a little different or not legible. But okay, we've got one from Tom Trails here. Let's see if we can pull it. Oh, there we got an image. Nice. There, and they posted, our families put on a Christmas music concert for seniors on Monday evening. Oh, that's cool.
That's a great thing. I remember I come from a family of 7 kids, and that was an activity that our family loved to enjoy, especially during the holidays, is going to senior living centers and performing. And that was a good thing because, you know, some of them, well, I probably shouldn't say that. They couldn't hear me very well, and I wasn't very good. So they always applauded.
They love and appreciate anybody that comes. So that's a good thing to go do as a family, as an individual, go and just playing the piano. I love it. Thank you, Tom Trails, for sharing that. So,
all right, let's do another one.
Here, you do
let's
that.
get another picture up there. This one is from Claudia's Hill. There we go. That's a beautiful family there. So this one says, this brave woman and her husband and beautiful daughter Bella came to America from Rwanda and have been embraced by the Midway community. It's been so amazing to watch them assimilate to the culture, the language, and the cold while still maintaining their heritage. She and her family are lights in the world. And then it says, hashtag, we are all brothers and sisters.
Cool. All right, well, we should do another number now. And this next number, I remember when John had shown us this arrangement, beautiful arrangement of O Holy Night, Ave Maria. There's only one thing missing, and that was the voice of an angel. And who did we find? You'll see now, Lexi Walker. Wow.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Thanks for getting us off to a great start. Oh my goodness. And if you didn't know, she's 15 years old. I mean, with that voice, amazing. So,
Thanks.
sorry. All right. I'm a fan.
Are you kidding me? You know I'm a fan. Wow. Wow.
No, we actually, we just barely filmed a video for this, huh?
We did. In the middle of the night. In the middle of a river.
Yes, 3 o'clock in the morning, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
was worried about that you were cold.
I had
Let him know that you weren't cold.
I had nice rain boots on actually under this long dress, so it looked like I was like floating on the water, but really I was standing on a rock.
We had
In
fun.
rain
It's
boots.
great. Okay, so we've got these questions coming in, and I'm just looking at this, and wow, these are deep. So this is a good one. All right, Lexi, you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, if you could solve one world crisis this Christmas, which would it be?
I know. World peace. Yeah, it's great. If I could solve one world crisis, you said?
Yep.
I think it would be selfishness, because the cause of a lot of bad things that happen in this world are because of selfishness. So yeah.
Well, she did very well on that, yes. Thank you. All right, over back to you, Al.
All right. Well, for those who may be joining us a little bit late, you're welcome, and you haven't missed out everything yet. We have some great more musical guests coming up, and comments keep coming in from you guys, and they're just awesome. We have this picture right up here. Let's put that up here from Nutmeg Art.
Megan Peterson.
Megan Peterson says simply, I am thankful for a lot of things this holiday season. Here are just a few. And apparently that must be Megan with her besties.
Friends, family, mother maybe?
That's awesome.
Nope, sisters, definitely.
Why don't we go on to this next one here? Let's see, how about that one right there? That's a good one.
Okay, all right. The Dow, this is the username, the Dow5. There it is. Okay, these kids made 100 Christmas cards and assembled 100 homeless bags to give to someone they see and spread Christmas joy and love to those who need it most. It makes my heart so happy to see them serve others. Oh, that's so cool.
So continue to make comments with the hashtag #LightTheWorld, and hopefully we'll read them. So, it looks like our next guests are ready. Paul, you got to introduce these guys.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. This is like the coolest father-daughter duo I've ever seen. They don't need much of an introduction. They have been on Ellen 4 times. Dave has been on The Voice. Their videos have gotten millions and millions of views. It's Claire and Dave Crosby, and they're going to be singing Let There Be Peace on Earth. Is that
That's
the song?
right.
Well, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
So
Enjoy.
here we go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace
Claire, can I have a hug? Oh, man. Oh, that was so cool. I gotta ask you, sometimes you close your eyes when you sing. What are you thinking about when you're singing? Do you think anything pop in your head when you're singing?
I feel the music.
Oh, wow. You feel the music. Well, we can feel it when you're feeling it too. Wow. I'm going to ask your dad a question, okay? Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's coming in from the online
All right.
here. Who has been the best example of service in your life?
Man, I hate to go with like a cliche answer, but it's got to be my mom and dad. I can remember even as a really little boy, there was a family up the street who had lost a parent and was going through a really difficult time. And I remember my father, I don't know how, I was probably 4 or 5, my dad gathering us all and saying, and having a family meeting, what can we do for this family? And so we decided to go on this little shopping spree and doorbell ditch them with a whole bunch of stuff, Christmas presents at their doorstep. And so I think that's kind of lived with me as that example through service, is just trying to find little ways to serve one another as you go throughout your daily lives.
Thanks for sharing that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Claire and her backup band. All right, we're going to shoot this back on over to Paul.
All right. Oh, that was so cute. Oh my goodness. That reminds me, I have to say something because today is a very special day. Before I forget, sometimes we're traveling a lot, and Claire just reminded me, today is my daughter Amanda's birthday, so I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Amanda. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I love you. Thank you. So let's get back to some questions.
Let's do it. Or some comments.
Comments.
That's right. What do we got?
Where we got? Let's see. Okay. Let's put up the next. Brooke. Oh boy. Brooke Marcharello. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that was close.
Okay. Brooke Marcharello says November is National Adoption Month, but for us it's December. I was a stranger and you took me in. That scripture applies to both sides of an adoption. I'm forever grateful these kids took me in and loved me as if I had been there from the very beginning of their stories. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that is sweet. That is sweet. Okay, we're going to go on over to Camila May. Let's throw up that picture there. I keep thinking about how welcoming and loving my Thai family was to my team and I. We were strangers. Oh, yep, I'm in the right place. We were strangers, and they took us in with open arms and cried with us as we said goodbye.
Oh,
That's a hard thing to say goodbye. All right, we are going to move on to our next number.
Okay. Before we do, I'd like to ask you again. We're going to be commenting and talking about your posts, so please keep posting your pictures, your video, whatever it is, and use the hashtag #LightTheWorld. We want to spread this message as far as possible. So,
well, we just shot this video, and we titled it 88 Piano Keys Light Up 500,000 Christmas Light. It's the master, John Schmidt himself, on the keys, playing I Saw Three Ships.
Yeah, John. Okay, tell them a little bit about the filming that video. We did that at 3 o'clock in the morning too.
It was supposed to be, I think, at like 9:30, but we had some delays, and we got started filming
there was
at
a few
about 1
lights
o'clock. Yeah.
that needed to be lit. There was only 500,000, so it was
The police coming at the end was not too far-fetched.
yeah, it actually happened.
But the neighbors were so nice. They were
Lest we
so
digress,
nice.
though. All right. I've got a question for you, John, that just came through. All right. What is the most creative act of service you've ever witnessed?
That's not the question I got earlier. The question I got earlier is, if I had unlimited funds, what act of service would I do?
That's a good one, too.
And that's the one I thought about.
Well, then answer that one.
The answer to that is, and I had to think about this deep and hard, but it's an answer from my wife and I both. And if I had unlimited funds, the act of service that I would totally invest in and make sure it had no financial limitations is to solve human trafficking. I would want to have not one more young person involved in that ever again.
Oh, very good. All right. We'll be throwing a few live ones to you every now and then, so be prepared. But all right. Well, thank you, and back to Al.
Hope you're enjoying your evening with us tonight. I sure am. This has just been so fun so far. We have a comment from Afald. We make sure we throw up the pictures. Make sure we're reading the right comments here.
Yeah.
From Afald.
Let's see.
It says, over the years, I've watched my mom and other family members help her gain citizenship and an education, which has resulted in a pretty great life for her. There she is. She's now married and a mother of 2. There are opportunities to serve this Christmas season and all year round. Thanks for sending that in and sending that awesome picture.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to do the next one?
Sure. Do we have time? All right. Okay, let's go to another one here.
That one right there.
Oh, okay, we got Michael Bryce Jones. And there we go. Missionaries enjoyed the spotlight, helping kids write down what they wanted for Christmas. All right, nice. Thank you. And
Okay.
then-
Should we do another comment or should we go to the next person?
yeah.
Okay. Well, get ready to be dazzled by the violin virtuoso stylings of Taylor Davis.
Davis.
Taylor Davis! Hey, this is what happens when it's live, you know. You gotta mess up, so forgive me. But we're going over to Taylor Davis. What song is she playing?
She's going to be playing.
Mary, did you know?
Well, there you go. Mary,
Her
did
very
you know?
own arrangement of Mary Did You Know. Here you go, Taylor. Thanks, Taylor. That was excellent. I got to say, some of our viewers are probably looking at that violin. It looks very non-traditional. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, actually, it's got a cello friend over here too,
That's
if you
right.
can see that. But this is a carbon fiber violin, so it looks kind of different, but it's actually an acoustic instrument still. So it's what I use for like traveling and performances and stuff like that. So I like it a lot.
So Steve has 28 cellos, and he names them all.
Oh my gosh.
You have the same obsession.
No, I don't. We were talking backstage, and they were telling me I needed to do that, so maybe he can help me come up with something.
Well, you get such a great tone out of that.
Thank you.
Okay, here's your question. In your community, who most needs a helping hand right now?
In my community, I would just say that I have like a really soft spot in my heart for the elderly, and I think this time of year especially, a lot of elderly people have lost a lot of loved ones. You know, they've lived such full lives, and maybe they've lost like family or friends, and so it's one of those things where just being there for those people, letting them know that you care about them and letting them know that they're not alone, maybe inviting them to your own family event if they no longer have family or they're not, you know, don't have family living in the area, things like that. I just think it's very important to, you know, remember our elders and everything, especially this time of year, because I know it can be hard on a lot of people.
That's great. Yeah. Thanks again, Taylor.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to head back on over to Paul and see what he's up to.
Come on over. All right. Thank you. We've got some great talent here.
Amazing.
I hope things are coming across live because it is sounding so good here, and the feeling here is just very peaceful and very uplifting. So, hope this is inspiring all of you to help go light the world. In fact, one of the things I'd like to mention is that if you are looking for ideas on how to light the world, you can go to Mormon.org, and there's a whole bunch of ideas. In fact, they have a list of things you could do every day. Something we're doing with our family is looking at every day and seeing what you can do, getting ideas, how we can light the world ourselves. So, okay, well, we should go to some more online stuff.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see. We've got Kai1095 username. We have a picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is the Buckner family in Stillwater, Oklahoma?
Yep, Oklahoma.
Okay. Has been a second family to me. I have never entered a home with more love, more generosity, and more charity. When you are in the Buckners, you are family. Oh,
That's great. All right. Going on to Heather Russell. She posted this awesome picture of these cute kids. And she says, these kids had so much fun during our family home evening service project. They worked so hard. So that's great that the families got together and did a service project with the kids, and they loved it. Let's go to a next musical guest, Paul.
Okay, all right. Well, I want to introduce this next one because a good friend of mine, good friend of all of ours. He's toured with us. We've done videos together. And also, we have his amazing wife with us here, too, Peter Hollins and Evan Hollins. They are the coolest couple on the internet. And I'd like to have them perform December Song.
In December, we give our gifts, wishing well to our world. Peace on earth to everyone. A time to be joyful when all is calm and all is bright. But why does it change with the seasons, and why can't we just hold on to silence? that change with the seasons, and why can't we just hold on to silent nights, holy nights, and angels singing lullabies, and heaven and nature singing goodwill to all, to all. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, whole night divine, and those silent nights, holy nights, and angels singing lullabies, and heaven and nature singing goodwill to all, to all. And those silent nights, holy nights, and angels singing lullabies, and heaven and nature singing goodwill to all, to all. To
Yeah. Standing ovation. Great. Oh man, that is seriously like my favorite song on your album, December Song. And that's an original tune, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh man, isn't that cool?
Stuart likes it. Stuart likes it.
And I know you guys are gonna be leaving pretty soon because you guys are performing this on Broadway here in New York
Yeah,
every night.
actually,
huh?
we're gonna grab a lift as soon as you're done with me.
Okay, well, I got some questions
Yeah, you
for you.
get it.
So, all right. Well, this will be for. I guess we can do this for both of you. All right. Evan, what is the biggest hurdle in serving each other during the holiday season?
Well, this holiday season has been trickier for us. We're living in New York. We have our toddler with us. We're on Broadway. Peter lunched a company. So it's been finding that balance, patience with each other. I think patience is the big one for us. To have that loving time for each other and our son. So yeah, it's just finding balance in this season and remembering what the season's about. That really helps. Oh yeah, it's all about love and forgiveness and patience.
Okay, and I got a follow-up for Peter here. How can we overcome it?
Overcome.
Being able to have patience and what she just talked about.
Oh man, I learned patience from my 3.5-year-old and my wife every day. Every day. So just knowing that we have so much to learn and that you can always be better and you can always learn more. And
that's what God's for.
yeah.
To lean on, because when if you have that moment of feeling alone, just go, oh, I'm not, and I'm not in control. So that helps.
Very
Both of
good.
us.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
why I married her.
Yeah,
She's pretty good. I have to say. She's pretty good.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. All right, I'll head over to Al.
Well, our next comment and photo comes in from Is a Grammy. Congratulations, Is a Grammy. Merry Christmas to all our neighbors. What a fun night Dave and I had. Love getting to know them. Thanks for sending that in. Oh, check that
Nice.
out.
Cookies.
You want to do the next one?
Sure.
Those look good.
All right, this is so fun. Thank you guys for sending these in. This is awesome. All right, the next one is from Brittany Holden. We got a picture. There we go. Jesus helped little children, and we can too. The kids each chose a small toy to donate to Toys for Tots tonight. I'm documenting these moments to remind myself of the small things that can hopefully lead to a lasting impression for good, even when we feel like life is a crazy circus. Love it. Okay, we want to introduce the next one?
Yep. This is one of my favorite songs that John and Steve play. We filmed this video
Oh, yeah.
on a Jerusalem set, and we had some really special moments filming this one, didn't
Oh,
we?
yeah, there was a time we're filming Steve at one moment, and both Al was right behind me, getting the shot, and we as we were filming, both of us were just overcome with emotion, and at the end of the shot there was just silence, and we look over at each other and we're just bawling our eyes out. Just such an incredible song. It's got a lot of power to it. And so Steve and John are going to be performing O Come, Emmanuel.
Chad. Why don't you sit down for a
Hey.
little while? Let's have a chat.
What's going on?
Isn't nice. What is this, a
here,
talk
it's
show
your
all of a sudden?
microphone.
Oh, that's nice. I get my own. Thank you.
I just have to say, outside of these guys just being incredible musicians and entertainers, these are my brothers. Man, and I love these guys. If you ever want to know how to succeed in life, is to surround yourself with people that lift you up and make you better. Because every time I'm around these guys, I just want to be better. I just want to tell you guys I love you, man. This is
Love you
awesome.
back.
I
The
just
feeling
love
is
watching you guys.
mutual. Thanks, Al. That's very nice. This love fest has been brought to you by Al. That's very nice. Thank you, Al.
All right, I have a serious question for you. Though.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. What is the best service idea for someone with little free time? Like you. We don't have a lot of free time, do we?
No, I'm afraid we don't. But I love that service does not require a lot of discretionary time. One of my favorite acts of service is the most underestimated act of service, and it's a compliment. And we underestimate it so much, don't we? I mean, it's really in just these small and simple interactions we have with each other. And you know what I believe? I believe God knows what compliment someone needs at a specific time. And if we pray and ask for help to land just the right, sincere compliment, that can create this ripple effect, which ends up being this tidal wave that washes away people's self-consciousness. I mean, come on, we're in a self-conscious world with just this onslaught of social media. We constantly think far too much about our inconsistencies and our inadequacies. And it's amazing how one little compliment, and this has happened in my own life, it's amazing how one little compliment can change an entire day, and then a week, and then a month, and then, to not be over dramatic, the rest of somebody's life. So my message would be, don't underestimate the power of service in a simple, sincere, inspired compliment.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to toss it back over to Paul.
All right. Thank you. Steve. He's great at giving compliments too, so he lives by what he just said. All right, let's go online and find a few more. So just to remind you, what we're doing is reading people's posts and where you've did a hashtag, Light the World, and we'd love for you guys, even as we're doing it now, keep them coming, not just during this show, but throughout the rest of the month, throughout the next year. Let's start a movement, help people feel the light of Christ by serving others. Okay, so this one is from Jen Alstrom. Do we have this one says, Benson is the most sensitive soul I have ever met. Lucky for him, he has an amazing sister who was shocked to find out that hugs could be service, who is always there to comfort him. That's great.
Okay, the next photo and comment is sent in from, gotta zoom in here, Our Crazy Adventure. Our Crazy Adventure. It's like that game Mad Gab. You ever played that one?
Nope.
Okay, well, here we go. They said, spent 1.5 hours giving out free hugs and high fives to strangers to help.
Ah, yeah, that's a good one.
I love giving high fives.
Yeah, we've tried that in New York City. We had a lot of fun where we were walking down the road and just trying to give everybody high fives, and some people didn't like it, but oh well.
All right. Well, our next guest artist is very well known on YouTube, and we actually collaborated with her on a video as well. She
did the vocal version to Secrets.
That's right.
Beethoven's 5 Secrets.
So let's go to right now, Tiffany Alvord singing When Love Was Born.
Starlight shines, the night is still, shepherds watching from a hill. I close my eyes, I see the night when reach out, gently waits. A mother bends to kiss God's face. I close my eyes, I see the night when love was born. Angels fill the midnight sky. They sing, Hallelujah, He is Christ, our Emmanuel, Prince of Peace, love comes down for you and me. Heaven's gift, a holy spark to light the way inside our hearts. Love comes down for you and me. Everything that we see, world was changed forevermore when love was born. I close my eyes, I see the night when love was born.
No picture, but I got.
Good job. All right. You must introduce who's with you. So
This is Jordan. Hi. And this is David.
Oh, hi.
And they're both friends from back home in LA, and I'm so grateful that they're able to come out here and perform with me, and they're amazing.
yes, you guys were amazing. So thank you. And I've got a question for you, but I also want you guys to be thinking of this question too. Okay. So we'll ask everybody. Okay, this one that came in. What is the best service idea for someone with little money to spend?
The best service idea. Wow. Okay. I think
These are deep, huh?
they are deep. I'm like, wow. I think something small and simple. I think little things can go a long way. So you don't have to have a ton of money or like do some grand gesture for someone to feel loved and appreciated. So this is kind of a silly one, but I remember it always meant a lot when I was like younger. But to heart attack someone, and so it's like to cut out little hearts and like, write just words of affirmation and love and worth, and just like heart attack their door. And then they come home, or they leave and they're like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, something like that. Or even just calling up a friend and going out and just celebrating them or saying hi. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. How about-
Oh, is that just for me?
No, all of you. Let's hear from all of you.
Well, for me, I think it's just a little bit more of a targeted approach in finding someone's area that they need healing. And specifically as a musician, I always find that music has a very powerful way of getting into someone's soul and bringing healing to them. So I guess that is mine. Help them specifically heal.
I love it. Thank you. Yes.
I know for me personally, I've always felt that just spending quality time with someone has been a really big way to make that happen. I just know that if I feel like I've sat down and had a really good, deep talk with someone, I feel like I've been helped, you know?
Very good. Thank you guys so much. That was wonderful. Thank you. All right, let's go back to Al.
Thank you so much, Tiffany and friends. That was just incredible. Man, people just sound so good live. I just love this live acoustic music that we're just feeling tonight. Man, I'm feeling good. How about you?
I am sure. How about you guys? Leave it in the comments below. Let us know what you're thinking. And we'd
That's
love
right.
to hear from more of you. So keep
We
them
actually should
coming.
jump on later and reply to some of the comments.
Yeah,
So
we would love to do that.
any questions you have, again, but just continue to post your comments with the hashtag #LightTheWorld, and we're just going to continue to read those and comment them on throughout the night and throughout the next few days. You had an experience that you wanted to share, right, of your family?
Yeah, my wife would say that I'm an extremist. I either go one way all the way, or I don't know why, but I like taking risks and going big, I guess, so to speak. So there was one Christmas where we were having just a meeting with the family on a Monday night. We call it Family Home Evening, where we all get together and just talk to each other. And we were talking about Christmas and what we could do, and had an idea, threw it out to the kids, and asked them and said, okay, so what would you think about literally giving up your Christmas and using what we'd spend on you at this time and give it to someone else? And surprisingly enough, they said, sure. And I was a little nervous, so I kept reminding them and going, now in doing this, I just want to warn you, there's not going to be presents under the tree this year. So are you sure you want to do this? And then they kept saying yes. So both my wife and I were very nervous, but we ended up going and let the kids do all the shopping, the wrapping, getting ready, and we found out some families that were in need, and were able to take the presents over to their house, drop it off, and run. And the kids had so much fun. But the thing that was interesting is Christmas morning, when we all gathered around the tree, in the morning, there was no presents under the tree, except for my 9-year-old daughter went and just found things around the house, toothpaste, whatever, and just wrapped them, put them under the tree, so everyone did have something to open. But it was a memorable Christmas to where the kids will remember forever. And I think that's all of us, each of us, we don't have to go to that extreme measures. That's just me, but
That's awesome.
Anyway.
Well, have you ever wondered what it would sound like if you took the Christmas classic, Carol of the Bells, and mashed it up with the Pirates of the Caribbean? Have you ever wondered that?
I wondered.
Well, our very own Stephen Sharp Nelson is going to show us how it sounds like. Thank you. I'll put this on eBay.
Get a cut.
Okay, Steve's not one to brag about himself, but so I'm going to brag for him.
Please.
But everything that you heard there, every layer and texture of sound was created by one of his 28 cellos.
Oh, no, there were several.
How many was
cellos
there at that
involved
time?
there. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay,
Several.
several cellos.
Yes.
But everything you're hearing is a cello. Not only on that song, but on a lot of our tracks where it sounds like there's a full band going on. You know, you hear like a string section, you hear a horn section, and all this percussion. It's this one-man band right here with all the different cellos we've experimented with in the studio. It's really fun.
It's just ADHD put to good use.
That's right.
Is what it is. Very proud to
That's
say.
right.
Very proud to rock my ADHD. It's my superpower.
Well, I got a question
Oh
for
dear. Okay, I'm ready.
you. You're really good at these, so they keep
Okay.
coming.
Is it about you?
No, it's not.
Okay.
When you serve selflessly, what do you really get out of it?
Oh man, that is a great question because that is the magic of service. I love that question. And you know, the first person that comes to my mind when talking about selflessness is my wife. And now you think about my wife and what she's been subjected to as a result of the Piano Guys. It's involuntary single motherhood. It really is. And a lot of people don't know this because she's so quiet about her incredible gifts, but she is a much better musician than I am and could do this YouTube thing a lot prettier than I could too, considerably. And so how much resentment could she harbor for me because of that? Because I'm off creating YouTube videos, something that she could do while she's at home holding down the fort, taking care of everything and everyone there. But she has been so Christ-like and so selfless in the way that she's treated me. And even on top of that, she uses this fun, creative element of service. Sometimes service in a spousal relationship can become stale a little bit because, you know, you do the same things over and over again, dishes and laundry, and that's good. But once in a while, she's so creative. Just the other day, I was in the middle of stress because of this Christmas season. And I walk upstairs, and there on my pillow is this basket full of my favorite things, my favorite goodies, and a little note from her. And again, there's so much selflessness there. But I was so overjoyed at that basket, and I know that she was too in giving it to me, and we grew together and were edified together. And that is the magic of service, is when you give selflessly, both of you are lifted as a result. And that's how to get ourselves out of any slums this world might create, any fear this world might hold us captive against. It is that selflessness. So I just want to say I love you, Julie.
All right. Thanks, brother. Okay, we're going to move on over here. Are we getting down to our last
we've
numbers
only got
of the night?
2 more numbers left.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we're going to be sad to be done with this, but I think we should talk about the next number, though. This is a kind of a really big powerhouse, of a number. We've got David Archuleta and Nathan Pacheco.
You
Did I
said
say
it
that
right.
Correct?
Good job.
All right. Thank you. Now, this song is called The Prayer, and it's had millions of views all over social media, on YouTube, on Facebook. And it's because it's just such an powerful song with 2 very powerful voices. So do you want to say anything about it?
Well, I would just say what I'm going to do as this song goes on, I'm going to just close my eyes and let the inspiration come to me of how I can light the world this Christmas season. And I invite you to do the same thing as you listen to this rendition of The Prayer by David Archuleta and Nathan Pacheco.
Where we go, and help us to be this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. La luce che tu dai, I pray we'll find your light. Nel cuore resterà, and hold it in our heart. A ricordarci che when stars go out each night, l'eterna stella sei. Nella mia preghiera, let this be our prayer. Quanta fede c'è, let shadows fill our day. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno nella mano alza, vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà, is that light become desiderio che launches from above. Ognuno trovi amore, we hope it's so we'll find intorno e dentro sé another certain love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child, just like every child needs to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. E la fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci
Guys, man, that is awesome. Thank you guys
Thank you, Paul.
for coming tonight. Oh, and I'm gonna throw this question to Nathan since we've asked you, David. You're off the hook. But this is all up to you. Okay, this is a good question here that we have coming in tonight. Kay, name one person in your life who exemplifies selfless service.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
And well,
It's
there-
actually a
there's
very
actually a-
easy one, but there are a few people that I could. give
Okay,
this-
well, there's a second part to this question I should have mentioned. How can you follow his or her example? So name that person who exemplifies it, and how can you follow their example?
Well, let me tell you about my sweetheart, Katie. She, I think this kind of goes along with your answer. she's at home. I've been on a Christmas tour for the past few weeks, and I will be on a Christmas tour until basically Christmas time. And she's at home, 6 months pregnant. We got a 5-year-old and an 18-month-old. The 18-month-old just broke his collarbone. The 5-year-old's been sick. She's exhausted from being pregnant. Yet she is so supportive and helping me. And of course, that means everything to me as I'm trying to reach my dream and live my dream to be a singer. And so, and there's no resentment there, just like you said. It's just, it's love, it's support, it's being happy for me. And so in turn, how can I repay the favor? I'm going to take her around the world with me, my entire family. And basically everything that I receive from her and as a result of my career, I'm going to give it right back to my family to the best way that I can.
Cool. Thank you.
Wait till the collarbone heals.
Yes, exactly.
All right, well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And
Such a pleasure.
I guess I'll head back over to Al. So,
Well,
that was awesome.
I don't even know what to say other than that was a pretty amazing evening. You know, so many people are involved in putting something like this together. You guys don't see all the behind the scenes people and how much effort that it takes to put on a production like this. We've been here since 10 this morning, rehearsed for about 5-6 hours, and then went straight into this production live for all of you. And can we just get a big round of applause for all the behind the scenes people that made this happen?
Yes, thank you, guys.
And not to mention all the amazing artists, our friends that have been here. I mean, all of them have such busy schedules of their own. And to get them all together today, to be here, to share their gifts with everyone is just so awesome. And we got to give them a round of applause again, too.
Thank you. Now, we've also got to thank YouTube Studios for letting us host this event here. It's been awesome. They've been great to work with. And we hope that this concert here tonight, you felt something, have been inspired to do something, and help to share that light of Christ throughout the world by giving that service. And please use the hashtag #LightTheWorld. I know if we can all do this, we can share this with everyone and start a huge movement. It's already grown massive already, and we want to keep it going so that people can have a good Christmas season. We want to make sure everybody enjoys this season and feels God loves them, because God loves each and every one of us. And we need you to know that. So,
Well, we're going to end off the night. We're all going to join together in one of my personal favorite hymns, Silent Night. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and tell you that we love you. And please go and serve others and light the world. Good night.
Good night.